Let's bring in Jonathan Nez. He's the president of the Navajo Nation. Good morning, President Nez, and thank you for your time.
Good morning, Poppy, and thank you for having me on your show.
Of course. So is it going to be worse than what you guys experienced in the spring, which exceeded what we saw here in New York City?
Well, Poppy, we are right now going through our second wave, and this country is going through its third wave. So we've managed to not go through one of the waves this country has gone through because of these very tough public health emergency orders. And let me just speak to the Diné people right now, Poppy. Ashwad, stay local and stay safe. And that means stay on the Navajo Nation. Our family and friends that are off the Navajo Nation, now's not the time to come home or visit. We're all in this together. And, we are just praying and hoping that we will continue to utilize those same protocols that we used to get past the first wave in this second wave, Poppy.
Help is coming in the form of a vaccine, but people need to be patient, right, until there's widespread vaccination. And we just learned from the CDC yesterday that Americans living in rural areas like yours are now 3 times as likely to die from COVID as those in urban centers. And you have called this an invisible monster. What have you been told about when a vaccine is coming to Navajo Nation, how much of it you're going to get, and how you're going to get it in the arms of people that are living in very rural communities?
Right now, Poppy, there are over 100 of our Navajo citizens doing the clinical trials, and it's up to them. It's voluntary. And so they are studying the effects of those vaccines on Native Americans, Navajo people. And, with the transition that's happening with Biden and Harris and with their COVID-19 team, we are hopeful that we could get these vaccines, the safe vaccines, distributed to our most vulnerable population first, which is our elders. And our elders hold our cultural and traditional teaching. And we are warriors here, and we're doing our very best to protect our elders and our most vulnerable population here on the Navajo Nation. So yes, we are hopeful that we will get the vaccine, as well as everyone throughout this country. I think we want to get back to some normal day-to-day tasks.
One of the big questions is, will vaccine distribution really be truly equitable? Or will those who are more advantaged, connected, be able to get them? Right? I mean, that's not how it's supposed to work, but there are questions about how equitable this will be, obviously, given the history of the treatment of Indigenous people in this country. I wonder what guarantees you have from the federal government that your people won't be left behind.
Well, through this transition right now, Poppy, we have a seat at the table with this new incoming administration, but we still have 2 months of the former administration. So if the vaccine is available from now till the swearing in of the new president and the vice president, it's very concerning because sometimes we Indigenous peoples, the 574 tribes, tend to get left out in these types of decisions. So, we are hoping, of course, you got to be hopeful for your people that we will be on the list of a vaccine when it's available. Now, of course, it's voluntary, and so not everybody is most likely to take the vaccine. So this is going to probably be a new normal, not just for Navajo, but for all people throughout the country.
Well, we wish all of you luck, and also I will remind people that Dr. Fauci held you guys up and said you are a model example of what happens when you do things correctly. So good luck to you, President Nez, and thanks for your time this morning.
Oh, yeah, Poppy.
We appreciate it. We'll be right back.